just over 3 weeks ago, I think it was, possibly a month now, I don't know, time has passed rather rapidly. I made a video about what Neil Oliver had to say on GB News about whether people could weather the cost of living crisis. And one of the suggestions he put as a, not for actively for people to do, I don't think, but more as a what would happen if everybody stopped paying for their fuel but used it anyway. Anyway, the video, I commented on whether I thought that was a good idea, whether it was sensible or not. Was he right? Went viral, and now over 200,000 people had seen it. Now, my channel in the past was exploring England, the heritage, the landscape and the nature of England. And it was interesting. I'd spent 5.5 years putting together walks, exploring towns and villages, mostly, I admit, near to where I live in Sussex, but also in Hampshire, in Kent, in Wiltshire, and all along the south coast, really, in Dorset, and some places up north as well. And it was going quite well, and we had a reasonable amount of people, and it was difficult to make it fund itself, putting diesel in the car. And then, of course, the cost of living crisis and the increase in petrol and diesel costs meant that it became more and more apparent that actually, to dwindling audiences, it was almost impossible to continue. And I was slightly nervous about what to do. I stuck to my 5-year plan of producing a video every day. And then the video with Neil Oliver went viral about what he'd said. And I put another video out just saying, thank you very much for the amazing response. The heartwarming response then in the comments has been overwhelming. And people were encouraging me to do more of just sitting and talking in a measured tone. And so I did. And as you've seen, and I hope you've enjoyed some of the videos, that they've been interesting, thought-provoking. I may be wrong in a lot of my opinions in many people's eyes, or you may in fact agree with me. I'm not saying by any means that I'm an expert. I am just your average everyday man. That's how I think of myself, who looks at what's going on around him and thinks, is this really beneficial to the vast majority of us? Is it good? Is it useful? Or is it really just useful to perhaps what we're terming elites? Although I don't think they're particularly elite in actual fact. Anyway, I've carried on for doing this, and people have been very supportive, and they've been encouraging me to keep going, that they like them. I know that some of my old listeners, or rather viewers, have said, Richard, I don't really like all this political stuff and this opinionated stuff. Get back to your walks. And some of them had turned quite nasty against me for just sitting here calmly giving an opinion. And I know that giving an opinion, unless it's the right opinion in many people's eyes, seems to be a wrong thing to do. Unless you follow the mainstream opinion, you're not supposed to have an opinion. Well, I disagree with that, and I think everybody's entitled to an opinion, and we ought to be able to air our opinions. Whether we're right, wrong, or partially right, it doesn't really matter. It's the fact that we can communicate once more. And if we don't get on, or we disagree, we can at least disagree to disagree. Or rather, we can, hang on, get this right, we can agree to disagree. That's what I'm saying. I have been so encouraged that I would like to carry on doing these videos, and I'm hoping that many of you will be curious to see what I might comment on. I've also been very appreciative of those people who've physically got in touch. By physically, I don't mean banging on the door and barging into my house. I mean emailing me as opposed to in the comments, because there's so many comments, it's hard to see what's going on. But people who have been emailing me and saying, what about this for a video, or have you seen this? I can't do everything, but I really appreciate the nudges or the introduction to an idea that I could explore. So please do continue to do that. I know there's been an issue with the comments. Now, I'm not deliberately deleting any comments. There's two stages to the comments. Some go into an approval area. I think that's when people are using swear words and bad language like that. And also links. If people are linking to other things, they have to go into approval, and then I just undo them. If there's a description as to what that link is, it makes it so much easier, because otherwise you could be going anywhere, and I certainly don't want to end up putting in links that go to some spam or viruses or anything like that. So I just feel that one should just sift that out. And I have noticed that some are responses to comments that have gone in for approval, and when I've clicked to approve them, they've been removed and disapproved. I don't know why that happens. So it's all I'm saying is I'm not deliberately trying to manufacture a bias in the comments. So I think that's it. I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, of course, but I hope to talk to you before then. I'm probably going to take a couple of days off, Christmas Day and Boxing Day itself, from videos, unless, of course, something really dramatic happens and I feel there's a need to share my views with the rest of the world. But I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas, and I will be back to do more. But of course, Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without a comedy hat. And so I've put my comedy hat on, and I wish I had a brandy or a cigar or something to send you on, but I haven't. So anyway, have a Merry Christmas. I'll be having a very quiet one with the lovely Julia, my partner, here at home. And we will be putting a toast to all of my viewers and everyone who supported the channel. And I look forward to seeing you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.